a break, it's a mini episode.
Hello and welcome to another Minisode of You Gotta Check This Out with Mike and Dre. I'm the Mike, and this week we have John Reimann on the show. John had a lot more to say here about Mimbari ears that didn't quite make the full episode. Dre gets in a basketball metaphor that goes right over my head until he talks about pool. That I understand. I have this weird brain thing with sports where player names just kind of slide right out of my head. But at least I can hold on to some of this Babylon 5 knowledge long enough to record a podcast. So, before I forget, here's today's minisode where we begin with a cameo from Dirtbag Scott Adams.
Okay, so Lita's out of options. She goes up to Garibaldi and, can I work for you? She comes up to him because Garibaldi is now a private investigator taking on random clients.
Yeah, he's a dirtbag private eye, which, like, I saw the guy, I'm like, okay, that's
and
for you.
his dirtbag client is Scott Adams. I'm not going to say rest in peace, but he just passed. Creator of Dilbert, famous
was
for
that
it.
Scott Adams?
That was Scott Adams.
It was Dilbert Scott Adams.
Oh, now the dog and cat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That joke makes sense.
Because it's a classic. Now. We've had a couple of these where there's a cameo on the show and the name is too big, even if they're kind of pigeonholed. So we'll take it. Scott Adams just makes a random cameo, really setting up that Garibaldi is a dirtbag. And I did say the sad news, by the way, Mike, because you said boo Scott Adams in the script, correctly so for right-wing stuff. If Jerry Doyle, this show has a mortality rate up there with professional wrestling in a wild way. Like some of the healthiest people on the show have passed. Some of the people you expected to passed. Jerry Doyle did have a major drinking problem in real life, a very Scott Hull-like existence where he recovered a few times and eventually succumbed. Garibaldi, as played by Jerry Doyle.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
okay.
and what I'm saying is...
He wasn't bad. He's a pretty good actor on the episode
he's
that I
a good
watched.
actor.
He wasn't bad.
And I'm just saying, he left acting to go be a pundit, and he passed before 2016, but him and Scott Adams absolutely would have a podcast.
Yep.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah, a lot of the cast stuff happened.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Walter Koenig's still alive, though.
I'd be remiss if I didn't get a really long, convoluted basketball note on this episode.
Oh, you know me, I'm the basketball guy.
You are, Mike, absolutely the best boy. At the end of the episode, Bester's got a captain's log, right? Very dime store Star Trek, as you said, John. And he's just, I did what I wanted to, and like, Lita was a lucky accident. He's call it a bank shot. Right? And I held up my hand. I was like, no. A bank shot is when you ricochet something off to go in, sometimes unintentionally, right? So a bank shot would be like, oh, I missed, but it still went in. I got lucky. Or even in pool, it's going off the edge.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about pool more than
But even
basketball.
that doesn't make sense because he hit his targets, right? He got his target, but then he got an extra target. And what I brought up is there is a term for this in basketball called an and one, which he could have used. And the reason I'm going down this rabbit hole is Babylon 5 was put on by WB, Warner Brothers. That's why they have the rights to Daffy Duck. Warner Brothers got upset and sold them off. We've talked about this countless times, Mike. You're probably getting sick of it at this point, but it still relates. They were bought. Babylon 5 was bought by TNT, which famously was like the home of the NBA. I remember that. And
that's where the inside guys were on until this year.
And 100%. And JMS noted that TNT, like the audience for TNT's, their core audience, and Babylon 5 didn't overlap. So TNT buys Babylon 5, and then it's like, none of the people that like Babylon 5 are staying to watch our other shows. And none of the people that watch our other shows like Babylon 5, oh no, we made a mistake. How can we tank this deal? Read about Crusade. It's tragic. But I'm laughing because I'm like noting that they're correct. Where like the writer of this show doesn't know basketball enough to use basketball metaphors correctly. And he's about to sell himself to the network that shows basketball. And I'm like, I was the only one. You know me, Mike. I love basketball. I like Babylon 5. I was the only person that was built for when JMS went to TNT.
Yeah, I mean, I'm baseball, football. That's I like some basketball, but yeah, I don't think anybody watching Babylon 5 but you knows anything about it.
That was it.
And probably were just like, yeah, a bank shot. Okay.
Yeah,
no, bank shot. Because like I said, even in pool, a bank shot would be, going around or going off the rail. he hit a ball in and then another ball went in, but that's still not a bank shot. That would be like a trick of some sort.
I just wanted to say one more thing about that. When he said personal log, I was like, you don't get to do this. You don't get to do that.
He's from Star Trek, though. If anybody gets the right...
Shatner's ears start like burning, and he was like, no, you don't get this, Walter. That's not for you.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
Somewhere, somebody else is having a captain's log.
In particular, what bugged the shit out of me was their fucking ears, which are on like the hinge of their jaw.
Yeah.
Every time I saw it, it infuriated me, and I could not explain to you why. They had these like tiny little ears on the hinge of their jaw. Why? Why have them?
It's the most distracting. Why couldn't you even you have ears, just put the bone over the ear? That's so much less prosthetics you have to do.
I didn't need to understand how they heard. They're a fucking alien. I can assume that they hear me. I don't need to see little ears on their fucking chin. That's just an added stupid thing that you have to put on this poor actor's face.
Yep.
Why put the ears on them?
You know what distinguishing characteristic they do have that sticks out? The goddamn bones on their heads. That's all you need.
Just put a hole in there. You can just put a hole in the bone area.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the Drazi, who are, I don't know how much they're prominent they are on these, but they kind of look like an artichoke head. And I'm trying to look at their ears, and yeah, it looks like, if anything, it's a little bumps. Like, yeah, you could just put bumps on the ears or something.
It doesn't make any sense. Where's the ear canal going to go? It doesn't make any anatomical sense. I'm sorry. I know I'm spending too much time on that, but that really... I didn't understand it at all. It was the most ridiculous goddamn thing that I've ever seen.
Even if it's an explanation like, oh no, those are their gills or some other things. Like, no, you clearly made them to look just like fucking
toddler
ears.
ears. They're ears. I know what they are. I can see them.
Yeah, you're right. That's going to bug me, but I don't. I got nothing.
It's always bugged me.
I got nothing. Oh, okay.
The
true Mike shows up. All right.
I've never brought it up in our Lanier conversation, but it's whenever Lanier is like has his close-ups, it just gives me the willies for a second looking at his ears, like
almost creepy little Cam Newton ears on his jaw.
And Cam Newton ears on his jaw. That is a good sentence.
The dude has tiny ears. Just look at him. Cam Newton's got really tiny ears. It's really funny.
John is sending me down an ear rabbit hole that I'm not going to be able to escape, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to pull up. We have hypothesized on multiple episodes that a scene is in there, and we're like, why is this here? And even JMS, who is a fantastic writer, J. Michael Straczynski, who did Spider-Man, all this other stuff, even he would question it, and it's a 42-minute show. We needed a minute. So Delenn got to read all these names.
Yeah, it's like graduation ceremony. You got to go through it at the end, everyone's here.
And everybody has to stay. You can't leave once your kid's name is called. You have to stay.
We all talk being a parent. Can I throw a one to me? Because I think I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest race, Mike. You guys are the first ones. I'm a young race in terms of being a parent. This happened to me, was not aware of this when I took my kid to his first concert when he was in kindergarten. So take him to his kindergarten concert, right? They have to separate the school. They can't all be together. So it's kindergarten, first grade. Kindergartners go first. First graders go next. We all sit together and they say, you're not allowed to leave until the first graders have gone. So me watching my kids sing, I'm not going to lie and say it was good, but that's a parent moment. Oh my God, there's my kid singing. And then I had to stay for 30 minutes to watch a bunch of first graders I didn't know sing. And it was
just
literally a trap.
Minutes?
Like I sat down and they're like, you're stuck. I was like, oh no.
They say it's 30 minutes. It feels like it's 8 hours.
100%.
No, as soon as I saw what are they called? The Mimbari. As soon as I saw them, I was like, oh, fuck. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I can't take these ears.
I can't take these ears, man. And if I have to watch more of that shit. Did she have like ears before on her chin or like her jaw?
I think she still has them. Isn't the hair just over them?
No, she did. She doesn't have them where the hair is like, you can tell she doesn't have the ears on the bottom of her chin anymore. Thank God.
Oh, fuck. Who thought that was a good idea? That's what I want to know. Find that out and then call me and tell me what the
We're going to
answer
get everybody
was.
right on that. Get the
Really
Babylon
good.
5 core to find that out.
She has like normal ears. They could have done that. I'm on your side now too, because I'm watching hers and they gave her normal ears. So give them normal ears or no. Like,
That was a choice. They could have made that choice at any time. And she proves it.
sorry, John.
And it didn't cost nothing to put those ears on all these actors.
Oh no, time and resources. That's a lot of ear time you're spending in that chair.
And it's Jesus fucking Christ, God. I saw that and I could not look away. I couldn't unsee that shit. So it's like I missed so much of because everybody looks like TV's Frank with like little ears on their chin or their jaw. Oh my God.
I think it's what they're going for is the difference between like sensory, if something's around, versus actually digging into someone's mind. It's like calling for somebody versus taking a drill and pushing it into your brain and scooping some stuff out.
Yeah. I like that metaphor.
That's how you see stuff in people's minds, right? You just put a drill and it's like scoop stuff, some brains out, lick it a little, put it back in.
I like to get my fingies in there.
Yeah. Now you're
We've
speaking
got
my
a
language.
lot of fingy talk on this show.
Like
Bester.
Walter Koenig does, like Bester does.
Bester's
He
infected us
goes,
all.
walks by Garibaldi and strokes his brain with his greasy little fingies, and he just scanned you. It's like he was taking an upskirt photo of him when he was theirs or something.
That's going to mess with my brain for
Sorry.
Thanks again for listening. Please remember to rate, review, and subscribe at wherever you find the show. Next week, we'll be covering Season 4, Episode 17, The Face of the Enemy, with special guest Ait Fetterolf. Cheers, all.